Hey guys, Jamie at the Summer Rain channel. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make solid perfume with beeswax. So I actually made this in two different ways. I made this uncolored, so this is what it would be like if you didn't add any colorant to it. And this is the one that I'm going to make with a little bit of mica powder. Now, I'm often asked if you add mica powder to your solid perfume, is it going to color you? And it doesn't at all. It leaves just a little bit of a shimmer behind, but not like I'm putting purple all over myself. It's nothing dramatic like that. You barely even notice it. I just think it makes the finished product a little bit cuter, but if you're into more of the natural colorant one, feel free just to leave it out. Now, I did put the full recipe for this Love Spell solid perfume down in the description box below. I also put a link to my blog. So in my blog, I go way more in depth about all of the ingredients, why we use them, everything like that. There's also a printable recipe, so if that's easier for you, hop over to my blog and that is over there. And I really like these containers. So the container that I'm using has a twist on top, so I don't have to worry about that coming off in my purse. And then on the bottom, it has a push-up part. So as you're using the solid perfume, as it gets used up, you just go ahead and push it. I feel like it's a little bit cleaner to use than the ones that you have to dip your finger in, but you can certainly use just a tin or something like that if you prefer. Now, when you're using a solid perfume, what you want to do is you just want to go on your pulse points and you want to put the solid perfume there. So typically you're going to put it like behind the ears, on your wrist, places like that, and it really gives a very nice aroma. Without further ado, let's go ahead and make our Love Spell Beeswax solid perfume.
This recipe is super simple. What we're going to do is we're going to use beeswax, jojoba oil, and Love Spell fragrance oil. So we are using 44% beeswax. This is what's going to make this in solid form because it is a solid perfume. Next, we're going to use 56% jojoba oil. Now, jojoba oil is just like the sebum that your skin produces naturally, and it's very good for your skin. You can swap this out for a different oil if you'd like. And then lastly, we're going to use 4% Love Spell fragrance oil, and this smells absolutely amazing. I'm in love with this smell.
Now, I made this with Love Spell fragrance oil. So Love Spell reminds me of my late mother. She loved Love Spell, and every time I smell it, I think of her. So I really wanted to go ahead and make it with that fragrance oil. However, feel free to swap this out. So if you want to use an essential oil instead of a fragrance oil, you certainly can do that. If you want to use a different fragrance oil, feel free to use that one as well. The only thing that you want to keep in mind is when you're picking your fragrance oil, when you're picking what you're going to put in here, the use rate that you're going to use is what it says is safe for leave-on products. So although we would like to get wild and crazy and put a whole bunch of smell in here, we can really only put what's going to be safe to put on our skin. So just read the bottle. Typically it's going to say right on the bottle what the leave-on percentage is for that fragrance oil.
Go ahead and make sure that your beeswax is in a heat-safe container because we are going to pop this onto a double boiler. To this, we're going to add the jojoba oil. For a double boiler, I use a saucepan with a silicone mat and a little bit of water, and I'm going to put this on a low to medium heat until it's melted. I just went ahead and pulled this off the double boiler. We're going to add our Love Spell fragrance oil, and we're going to go ahead and mix that in there very well. Now, this has a tendency to harden up pretty quickly on you. Like when you pull the spatula out, you'll notice within the matter of seconds, the beeswax mixture has already hardened. So you kind of want to move quickly. You don't super have to rush, but just move a little bit quickly. And then I have this container where the bottom pushes up and then the top twists on, and this is what I'm going to put my beeswax solid perfume in. And we'll just go ahead and we will pour it in there. Because I have a little bit left over, I'm going to add some mica powder, and I'm going to go ahead and mix that in there. Mica powder isn't going to leave like a whole lot of color on you or anything. It might leave just a little bit of a shimmer. I just think it makes the solid perfume a little bit cuter than it is uncolored. And I'll go ahead and pour that into the next container. And because I was a little short on the second one, I just heated what was solid on the container up just so I can fill that up the rest of the way. And then we'll leave these to finish cooling completely. And there are your finished Beeswax solid perfumes.
I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy your Beeswax solid perfume. Bye!